What's good, lovely people of YouTube? Welcome back. Stranger Danger here from Silhouette Gaming, and we are here talking about Lucky Chloe's Pokes and Neutral game. Also, I think I'm gonna throw in punishment guide also. Why not? So yeah, because it shouldn't take that long anyways. So first thing for punishment, we'll go into her jabs. 1-2. 1-2 is 17. I have rage on, just in case if I need it. But 1-2 is 17, and it has extensions. Leaves you in crouch, so you can do something like this. You know, the third hits aren't guaranteed, but yeah, leaves them in somewhat of a mix-up. You know, yeah. So 1-2 is really good. The interesting thing about this 1-2 though is most 1-2s are high. This one is, it's a mid. Yeah, so you can throw this out pretty comfortably. I throw this out all the time, and yeah, I even go for extensions too. But it's really solid. Yeah, so that's her 1-2. It's great. Next we have her down forward 1. Down forward 1 is one of the universal things in Tekken. Most players have some form of a down forward 1. Claudio doesn't have one, but he has something else. Yeah, but her down forward 1 is really good. It's -1 on block, I believe. Yeah, it's -1, 13 frames, and it's +7 on hit. That means you hit, you keep going. You know, they're not gonna swing back. You're at such a huge advantage. They're not gonna be able to swing back, and you can spam this all day. Interesting thing is, if I'm playing against a Xiao Yu right now and she's in AOP stance, that annoying stance that nobody can hit, this can hit AOP stance. I mean, same with this too, but this can hit AOP stance if she just gets into it. Not when she's doing the super low AOP stance, but the regular one, yeah, she'll hit that comfortably. Next is her standing 4. 12 frame, far range, just dab, get out of there. You know, it's -9, so you end your turn, but it's just one of those things where you just randomly just pop, throw out. You know, really safe. Just check to see what your opponent want to do. You know, it's always good to just have a random tool like that, and yeah, it's faster than the down forward 1, farther range too. So yeah, it's solid, really good. It also leaves you at +2 on hit, so still your turn. They hit, they gotta crouch their stomach. Yeah, still your turn. Next we have her back 4. Back 4 is a counter hit launcher. Yeah, and you can pick it up for huge damage with the Cali roll. Huge damage. So yeah, her back 4. Interesting thing is, it's a knee. Now, most characters who have parries, except for this game, because this game went crazy on parries, but most characters with the old parries, this would hit them out of it. Like for instance, Asuka, this is a knee, so it'll hit Asuka out of her parry. Same thing with elbows too. If you guys didn't know, elbows and knees hit through parries, except these new characters, Geese. Yeah, Geese and Leroy. I think I mean Jin can too, but yeah, those are supposed to be special, but it's becoming a little bit too mainstream. Okay, so next we have forward 4-3. Same thing as her standing 4. 4-4-3 is a far range mid. Yeah, just checks your opponent. Long range, it's -6, but you know, leave that wall splat. That's good. Randomly, you'll see somebody use that to get people onto walls. You know, I think I'm too close, but yeah. You know, it'll after a combo, you can just do that and pop it on the wall. So yeah, so that's really good for that. After that, you can probably even go for, you know, Cali roll on the wall or whatever. But yeah, so 4-4-3 is good for that. Randomly just check your opponent, you know. And it's safe, completely safe mid, you know. Just watch out in case people sidestep. You probably don't want to do it. But next thing is forward 3. Yeah, that's 4-4-3. is pretty solid, but forward 4, forward 3 leaves you on plus frame. So yeah, much better. It really depends on where she hits you at, but yeah, she's anywhere between like +5 and, you know, +8, I think, something insane like that. Interesting thing about this is if my opponent is on the ground, I could probably hit them when they're rolling too. It really depends. I've done it a lot online. Yeah, so it can hit them when they're rolling, and yeah, it's just a good continued pressure tool. You know, it's a little bit more lax, I think, than Dragunov while running, but yeah, you can definitely keep pressure on with that. Next thing we have her power crushes. Okay, so it's a good thing we put them by the wall, huh? Okay, so first power crush is also a wall bounce. Yeah, so first power crush is solid. Big damage. So Chloe is blessed. She is blessed for having a power crush that also wall bounces. This move isn't safe, and you know Koreans, they like to do a lot of safe moves. Junding throws that out. He doesn't care. Like this move, he parties with this move. You'll randomly just see him on the wall. Just, if anything, just put the scare into people. You know, you got to put the scare into people. So, and it's not a full mix-up, but you can actually mix up slightly with this. It's her high power crush. So many attacks, you know. And it actually launches. Let's see if I can do it. Let's just move that over here. It actually launches to Chloe's left side. If she's like right here. Yeah, so actually does. Left side, or if your opponent's back is straight to the wall. I love this move because how many swings it has, even though it's a high. If your opponent even gets caught by the very last one, they're wall splat. And look at how long this power crush lasts for. You know? Yeah, very long, very strong move. Last thing I want to talk about for this section is her full crouch. And I guess we can go to lows after that too. Okay, so her full crouch, down, forward, 2. Leaves a ballerina stance, wall splat. Yeah, so in ballerina stance, full crouches. Yeah, solid move. It's a homing move, and yeah, it leaves them in ballerina stance, and it's a perfect mix-up for her low, which is full crouch, down, forward, 1. It leaves you back in standing, so you can do that. Yeah. So leaves you in crouch, and that's only a counter hit launcher. It doesn't launch on normal hit, but it's a solid move actually. The problem with this move though is it is -14, I think. So another one of her lows is back forward, down back 4. Okay, so down back 4, it crouches as far range, very far range actually, comfortably hit, very far range, and it has extensions. It's not safe. It's actually launch punishable. Yeah, but it has plenty of extensions. Even against pros though, I've seen that it actually would just randomly hit. You know, people don't know when it's gonna stop, and yeah, you see John Ding throws it out often too. The best Chloe player in the world. If he can do it, then we can do it too. You know, so yeah, I've done this to pros where I've done 3, agitate them, and then just pop. You know, just pop whatever. Yeah, so works out. Yeah, it's great. Has a lot of extensions. That's a counter hit launcher. Yeah, I'll get to this move during her stance transitions. That move is a lot going on with that. But her next good low is down 3. Down 3 is just a really good, not really good. Her her lows aren't that great. But this is quick poke, end the round, something like that. I've done it a few times. My recent video, actually, I beat a Lily just with that. Just could have killed her, didn't kill her, so had to make sure she was dead. Bang. Just got that out the way. Yeah, I like her windmills. Very hard to avoid this move. Very hard to avoid this move. Yeah. Wouldn't say that's great though. But next we are going to go to her sidestep. Sidestep 4. Sidestep 4 is great. Just randomly check your opponent. If they swing a lot of a certain move and you realize this works, pop. Just keep going this way, you know. Realize that, keep popping this way, you know. It's really good. So sidestep 4 is a counter hit launcher. You guys can see that. Go for big damage. It high crushes. Look how low she goes to the ground, you know. Keeps her in back stance, so she randomly just pops something like that, you know. Yeah, so leaves her in back stance, and it's +2 on hit. Very solid, very amazing move. Yeah, so it's really good. Lastly is that mix-up that I told you about earlier, which is the down, full crouch down forward 1. I think I mentioned that earlier, so you just avoid that. And now I want to talk about her whiffs. So for whiff punishment, she would have her forward 2. Forward 2 is, as you can see, she extends her body. She extends her body forward, so it's actually farther than it looks. You know, has a lot of extensions in it. You know, the same thing as your jabs. So you can still go for the same mix-ups. You know. Yeah. So forward 2 and then back 1. Back 1 is great. This is one of your best moves, and it got nerfed in season 3. It's not a counter hit launcher anymore. Like, as you can see, my counter hit's on, but still do it anyways. It's not a counter hit launcher anymore. So if you guys watching old videos, and you see that launch, yeah, we came at a bad time. But it does hit ground very comfortably. Just run up and just it hits them very comfortably, and also wall hit. Wall hit leaves you for a better Oki. Flops them over like that. Yeah, so that works great for that. Hits ground, and then her back 3. Back 3 is great. Leaves you in back stance also. Yeah, so try to swing, whatever, just pop. Mid, long, and is the homing move. What? I'll take that. I will take that any day. Interesting thing about this is, wonder if I can get it. So if you get close enough to the wall, let me see. Would this work? This should work. Maybe a little more. That would actually be guaranteed. Yeah, so. Because it leaves you in back stance. Yeah, so that's guaranteed on the wall. Yeah, really solid. It's very range specific, but yeah, it's really good. Also, you don't know how many times people try to swing you because you're back turned and you just get hit by that. This is a noob scrub killer. High rank, you don't really do that as much, but yeah, still really solid. So that's the back 3, and that's her whiff game. If I'm going to talk about punishes, then you got to talk about the jabs earlier, which is her 1-2. 1-2 is 17 plus the extensions. The extensions are not guaranteed as mentioned, but yeah, that's what she has. Not great, but yeah. So next is 2-2. Great move. So it actually got buffed in season 3. Oh, that was an accident. It got buffed in season 3. So what happens is you're supposed to do 2-2, but if you do it at the right time, you get the lucky, and then what happens with that is it actually becomes the splat. Also pushes you farther too. On block. Let me see. Let me see if I can do that. Where would I go? Opponent. Okay. All guard. Okay. They go a little bit farther. Okay. Yeah, it's really good move, and it actually wall splats. So you guys probably saw that earlier, but lucky. Yeah, so it wall splats. You get a wall combo. Yeah. Next would be her down forward 1 for 13. Not that great. I would still just go for a 2-2 over down forward 1. If you're trying to punish, yeah, more damage, you know. And then for 15, she has 3 down forward 2, up forward 3, and up forward 4. Now, you guys know this extension. You guys seen it plenty of times. Her down forward 2 don't look like it ever connects, but it does. Yeah. Her up forward 4 is very finicky, not very great. See, it just missed right there. It always seems to miss. But her up forward 3 is actually very solid. It's very solid. It's a round stealer. If you're at like minus frames, like I do this pretty often, and then people try to swing back, pop, just catch him. Yeah, it's a very solid move, but it is launch punishable, so you guys gotta do that at your own risk. Don't come back to me saying Stranger Danger told me to do that. No, that wasn't me. That was on you. Okay, so yeah, it's a great move, but it's compared to Claudio's, but for some reason Claudio's is not launch punishable, and this one is you're gonna die. Yeah, so don't miss this. You're gonna die. Yeah, yeah, that sucks. So now let's go to her while standing punishment. Her while standing punishment is it's okay. So while rising 4, generic, nothing too crazy, nothing too special. I think it's actually below damage, but yeah, it's nothing. This is what she has, so you know, you gotta do it. Very safe though, so that's for 11. For 14 now, she actually has a natural combo. So the first move hits, that's a launch. The second move hits, still a launch. Both great. So yeah, she gets a true natural combo from that. Yeah, big damage. So yeah, that's her 14. It's really solid. And then for 16, she has her down forward 2. Oh wait, down forward 2. The same thing as this one. Looks exactly alike. It's just a little bit slower. 1 frame slower. I'm guessing it's because she has to like crouch up. So that's for 1 frame. Yeah, so it's slightly slower, but that's what she has. And for 17, she has the big boy. Bang. That is great because yeah, after this you get to do the back turn combo. Picks up, big damage. Yeah, so leaves him in a stun. Great damage. And while we're talking about neutral game, I guess I'll mention her grabs. She has generic grabs, nothing too crazy. Yeah, but then she also has her do nothing grab. It doesn't hurt, so I don't feel bad about spamming this against my friends. But then this is guaranteed. Yeah, so after that, you spam that, and then you get a guaranteed. That's great. But if they duck it, if they're back turn and they duck, they'll block that completely. They'll duck it, and then they'll just turn around and they'll just block the rest of that, which still don't put you in a bad position, but yeah. So in those situations, you can actually get a free hit. That's free. That happens no matter what, and yeah. So that's free, but then this is free too. Yeah, so that's free, which is great. There's been instances, I don't know if it's just because I've been slow to it, but when the opponent's back is turned, they actually jump and then they avoid that completely. So I don't know if they're good at predicting, but 9 times out of 10, if they do anything else, even if they turn around, they can't turn around and duck at the same time, so they're gonna get caught by that. Yeah, so that's free. And then mostly, I haven't seen anybody really talk about this, but this is also a part of her grab game, I would say. Her back stance. She has a grab. Yeah. She actually can grab. I mean, most people, they just kind of go for the low. Go for the mid. You know, the mid is great. You know, mid is legendary. Mid is everything. You know, I would have babies with that mid.
I'm trying to hold back this feeling for so long.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah. But she actually does have a grab game. So yeah, I do it randomly, but people still randomly duck it because they think of the low. You know. Yeah. So that's actually Chloe in the neutral and Chloe punishing. So if you guys like what you see, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and dance with me like she's about to do. I know, that gets annoying too. I don't know. It's one of her best and worst changes. It's weird. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Silhouette Gaming, we're going to be out here. Thanks, you guys.